These mysterious and powerful creatures have quickly become the yardstick with which we now measure and illustrate how strong animals were in prehistoric times. But a set of animals roamed the earth a long time ago, much before the dinosaurs became the dominant species. These predators were much bigger, badder, and scarier than the dinosaurs we know of today. So from aquatic animals much bigger than whales to sky dwellers spanning higher than telephone poles, here are 10 animals which were much more terrifying than dinosaurs. Number 1. The Titanoboa. The snake in the movie Anaconda is child's play compared to this terrifying creature. The Titanoboa is an extinct species of snake that lived in what is now La Guajira in Colombia. In case you're wondering what they were like, let's just say we are lucky they're extinct. These vicious predators could reach lengths of 13 meters and could weigh over a ton. This really puts the Titan in Titanoboa. That's like coming to face with a snake that's not only longer than 6 queen-size beds put together, but also almost as heavy as your average car. According to fossil records, these reptiles were around about 60 million years ago. Also, according to paleontologists, the Titanoboa would feed on large fish and, much like modern-day snakes, could dislocate its jaw to devour mammals much bigger than its head. Number 2. The Liopleurodon. The Liopleurodon, meaning smooth-sided tooth, was a species of large carnivorous marine reptiles belonging to the Pliosauridae family, and it was a water terror indeed. If there was one thing you needed to watch for in the water, it was a Liopleurodon. These terrifyingly carnivorous beasts could weigh up to 3,500 pounds and could grow up to 30 feet long. That means that this monstrosity was bigger than a London bus, and armed with its dangerous teeth, it was no doubt a formidable ocean dweller. The Liopleurodon also had a massive head about a quarter of the length of its body. This skull was complete, of course, with powerful and muscular jaws for biting down on prey, as well as row after row of deadly razor-sharp teeth for tearing into flesh with ease. The Liopleurodon was known to eat another species of dinosaur, known as the Camarasaurus. These creatures lived about 139 to 166 million years ago. Is anyone else scared of seafood now, or is it just me? Number 3. The Sarcosuchus. The Sarcosuchus, meaning flesh crocodile, is an extinct species of the crocodiliform and a distant relative of the modern-day crocodile which inhabited what is now Africa and South America. Reaching a whopping 9 meters in length and weighing close to 4 tons, it was definitely the biggest of its kind to roam the planet, far bigger than the saltwater crocodile, the biggest we have today. This means that the gargantuan creature would have weighed about 3/5 of a Tyrannosaurus rex. This apex predator made an easy lunch out of dinosaurs, which is no surprise considering its gargantuan size, muscular build, and deadly jaw and teeth. Living between 93.5 and 145 million years ago, this super croc, as it's colloquially called, is no doubt one of the greatest predators of all time. Can you imagine living on the same planet with such vicious predators? Lucky for us humans, we had evolution to deal with all those terrifying creatures. Number 4. The Mosasaurus. The next on our list is a creature so greatly terrifying that it was able to make its way into the movie Jurassic World. Although the scenes and physique may have been overly exaggerated by the crew of the film, they were no less dangerous in real life, making the crew not so far away from the truth. The Mosasaurus, like other animals on this list, were not technically dinosaurs. They are an extinct species of marine reptile which could grow to be about 60 feet in length, making them one of the most dangerous creatures to prowl the waters throughout the Cretaceous period. The Mosasaurus, according to paleontologists, looked like a huge crocodile, most especially its head, and was equipped with fins which made for added mobility in water, making it one of the apex predators of the sea. According to Wikipedia, this dangerous creature lived about 66 to 82 million years ago. Number 5. The Megalodon. An encounter with this species would very much be the stuff of nightmares, as this extinct shark species has become one of the most widely known creatures in the prehistoric era, surpassed only by the legendary T-Rex. The Megalodons, which means big tooth, by far the largest species of sharks to have ever existed, has been thought to have looked a lot like a great white shark, which we have today. But the great white shark can only grow to be about 20 feet long and could weigh about 7,000 pounds, whereas the average Megalodon was estimated to be 3 times as long and weighed anything between 50 and 100 metric tons. According to Wikipedia, these killing machines were around 3.6 to 23 million years ago and died out about 2.6 million years ago. But before that, they were known to feed on such animals as giant sea turtles, porpoises, and even whales. Any animal that can easily make a meal out of a whale is definitely more terrifying to me than Chucky and Pennywise combined. Number 6. The Quetzalcoatlus. Firstly, to dispel any myth that has been eaten up by the film industry, as seen in every dinosaur movie ever made, the pterodactyl was in fact not a dinosaur. They were members of the pterosaur family, and as dangerous and as frightening as Hollywood would have you to believe, they weren't the biggest sky dwellers. That single honor is given to the Quetzalcoatlus, the biggest flying animal to ever exist. Unfortunately for us, not much is known about these mysterious creatures, as there is a lack of sufficient fossil records to be certain. And even though early estimates place its wingspan at 60 feet, much more modern studies have estimated that its wings span about 35 feet. Scientists have also stated that it should have weighed anywhere between 450 and 550 pounds. According to Wikipedia, the Quetzalcoatlus lived between 66 and 72 million years ago. Number 7. Gorgonops. If this doesn't convince you that there were much more fearsome creatures in the prehistoric era than dinosaurs, I don't know what will. About 260 million years ago, long before dinosaurs roamed the earth and became the dominant species, the Gorgonops dominated the food chain. Gorgonops, which is interpreted to mean gorgon face or gorgon eye, is an extinct genus of therapsid, which in their largest form grew to be over 3 meters long. They were vicious and agile predators, which put them at the top of the food chain. The Gorgonops also had a highly muscular build and were outfitted with massive canines. These canines grew to be so long that they almost protruded beyond their lower jaw. Number 8. The Phorusrhacidae. According to Wikipedia, the Phorusrhacidae, which were colloquially known as terror birds, lived between 1.8 and 62 million years ago in what is now South America. They are an extinct species of large, carnivorous, flightless birds, which grew to be somewhere between 3 and 10 feet long and stood up about 10 feet tall and could run at amazing speeds of about 32 kilometers per hour. These terrifying birds had giant curved beaks, much like that of an eagle, and it, along with the terror bird's other adaptations for survival, made it a top predator for close to 60 million years. The Sarima bird, as harmless as it is, may be the only surviving relative of these apex predators. Number 9. The Megatherium. I wasn't very charmed to learn that one of the most terrifying creatures in the prehistoric era was basically a big sloth, but as it seems, these creatures were as far from the modern-day sloth as day and night. The Megatherium, which is Greek for great beast, is an extinct genus of the ground sloth which lived in what is now South America. The Megatherium was about the size of an elephant and it looked much like a bear. The creature was equipped with giant claws on its limbs and could stand on its hind limbs to make itself look more massive than it already was. Unfortunately, this creature died out a little over 10,000 years ago. Number 10. The Thalattoarchon. The Thalattoarchon, which was discovered a few years back and officially classified in 2013, is an extinct genus of the ichthyosaur, a group of marine reptiles, although there is a common misconception that they were dinosaurs. The Thalattoarchon could span as long as 28 feet and as tall as a giraffe, and were equipped with massive jaws allowing them to hunt prey almost their size. These creatures were around somewhere between 242 and 247 million years ago, and due to their recent discovery, not much is known about them. Which of these creatures gave you chills? Do you know any creatures more terrifying than the ones on this video? Leave your answers in the comment section below. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification icon to get our fresh content delivered to you. We hope to see you in our next video. Till then, be safe, keep exploring, and we'll see you around. Bye-bye.